what I want you to do is I want to stand up, quick, turn to the right, turn to that corner of the room, and wait for the camera. Ready to go?
Nice job, nice job.
That gentleman over there, his name is Mr. Davis. Everyone say hello to Mr. Davis.
Hello, children.
Mr. Davis is going to be probably at every event that you are at.
That's right.
Taping and recording so you can see it on TV. It's a great thing that we have. We're able to see ourselves on TV. We're able to document what we do. So we'd like to thank Mr. Davis in advance for all the effort that he put in for us over the years, and then I'm sure this year will continue on. So it's a great thing. You'll see the camera a lot. Nothing you have to be nervous or scared about. It's just something that we put on TV or document. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So let's get started.
Mr. Kruger works real hard. He's the key to all this.
Mr. Kruger is another gentleman you see with the camera. Puts it all together and it goes away. It goes on to LA TV, which is great. All right, so we have the cards done. We're going to have information from you. Hang on to those for a second. I'd like to see you talk. We have kind of an organizational structure in the band. If you have, come on in. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Come on in, have a seat. If you have a question or if you have an issue or any of those things, you kind of have people to go to. So the drum major is Sammy Zick, right here. This is Sammy. Ben Swift. So these two people are the people that you would go to for questions or those kind of things. They're going to be people that I tell, like Sammy later on today, and say, Sammy, we should go through this and this and this. I have to go do some copying, and Sammy's going to take care of that. All right? So if you have any questions or if there's any issues, you go right to Sammy up there. Any questions about that? Great. Next, can these people stand up? For the flutes, if you're a flute person and you have a question about music or other things, you should go to Tina. Tina's right there. Tina, come on up. If you're a clarinet person, you're going to go to Taylor Brown. If you're a saxophone player, you're going to go to Anthony. If you're a trumpet person, you're going to go to Katie. Come on up, Katie. Low brass. Low brass, what you would traditionally call a low brass section. We've combined other instruments. We're calling these this section the low brass. It's going to be anyone that plays, obviously, the lower sounds of the band. And those two people that are going to monitor that section are Justin Ellis and Luke Codwell. For the drums, which we need to have more drums, by the way. We're at like a code red for drums. We need to have more people playing instruments. Right now we have 2 snares, 1 quad, and 1 bass. And that's going to be very difficult to march a show with that many people. So we need to have some more students. So some of your friends, your neighbors, your brothers, your sisters, we need to have them here tomorrow playing drums. So for our drum caption person, we're going to have Andrew Correa. Come on up, Andrew. By the way, Andrew was on the baseball team this year, and they won the state.
All right, Andrew.
And then in the pit, if you're a pit person, the people that are in the front of the field, we're going to have 2. We're going to have Joe Cottle, who's not here right now. He plays bass. And we're going to have Jeff. Jeff plays guitar. So for the new people, where you might have some questions or you might be nervous or scared or whatever, these are the people that are in your sections that you would go to just for general comments. Do I need to have gloves? Do I need to do this? What are we doing tomorrow? Those kind of things, the basic questions. If it's something a little bit more serious, whatever, you might go to Ben or you might go to Sammy. And if it's very important, then you would talk to me. Okay? So if you have any questions about what's going on, you should certainly ask someone. The person next to you might even know as well. But know that we have a chain of command, all right? And then, as I'm just thinking, and people are raising it, we also have a color guard person. And that's John. Mr. Hudson is turning 48 this year. Imagine all the smoke from those candles. And when you turn 48, you tend to forget some things sometimes. So a little levity would be great. All right, so these are our leaders for the band. And if you have questions, like I said, or if you need to get some things, they will know exactly where to go or how to get it. Do you understand? Excellent. All right, have a seat, guys.
It's okay, Kelsey. You'll be able to stand up again later.
I was just fell. Okay, so again, the focus of the week is to learn to play the music and to learn the drill. We've had some alumni kids, these people up here are alumni, kids that have gone through the program that have helped us write drill and going to help us teach music and marching and those kind of things. And so later on today we're going to go through those papers and we're going to pass them out. We're not going to do it right away. The things you need to have before you leave today is this list right here. It's not funny? It's going to be that kind of. Alright, so the things you need before you leave today are going to be this list here. We have a paper that welcomes you to band and gives you an idea of what the things you're going to need. Today's a short day, it's 8 to 12. Tomorrow's going to be 8 to 5. You're going to need a lunch, you're going to need sunscreen, you're going to need those kind of things. So on this paper it tells you exactly what you're going to need for that. We're also going to pass out a daily schedule so you can know what time we're doing what. 8 to 8:30 will be like a welcome. We're going to watch the video of the drill that you're going to learn that day. We're going to pass out the drill, those kind of things. 8:30 to 9 would be like a stretching kind of thing, the basics. 9 o'clock we'll start learning drill. So it gives you a heads up about what you're going to do throughout the course of the day. We also have this thing called the directory. You guys probably, if I said this, you're probably not going to know what it is. You might not. Back in the day, when we just had phones at home, you know, the kind with the cords on them, remember those kind?
Yes.
Exactly. Well, they used to have this thing called a phone book.
Yellow pages.
And its other name is called the directory. And in that directory was every phone number in the city of Leominster that you needed. Well, we have a directory here for the band as well. Say you want to get in contact with someone from a different section, you don't have their information. It would be listed in this directory. You don't have to have your stuff in there, but it's nice that we can communicate with each other. Maybe you need a ride to band practice one day, you can hook up with somebody else to do it. So we have a band directory that we're going to ask you to fill out if you like. We have a health form that everybody has to fill out. We're going to go away starting on Friday. We're going to go to Canopy Lake Park, which is a lot of fun. We'll talk about that in a second. Before you can get on the bus with Mr. Hudson and the rest of the kids to go to Canopy Lake Park, you need to have your health form. Because if you get stung by a bee, if you twist your ankle, if you bang your head, if the roller coaster falls off the track and something happens. Right? So I have this book that we take with us, and it has and it says confidential, so no one reads it except for the people that need to make sure that we understand exactly what you're allergic to or any of those kind of things. Maybe you have an allergy to food or any of that, just so we know what's going on. You understand? So we need to have that by Friday. So that's the health form. A money paper. It doesn't cost anything to be in the Leominster High School band. There's not a user fee. It's not like $200, $250 like it is for most things in the school. It's not that. But it does require you to do some things. You need to buy a pair of shoes. You need to maybe have another pair of gloves. Band shirt. Maybe you need to have another band shirt. So it's going to require you to do some things, and it'll give your parents an idea about what it is or what they should be paying for to be in the band. Okay. Again, it's not a user fee. Come on in. How you doing? How are you? Outstanding. So there's not a user fee per se, but it does require you to pay a little bit for some of the things that we do. And then the last thing is Canopy Lake slip. It's a permission slip. So you say, yes, Mr. Hudson, I'm going to go to Canopy Lake, but your parents say, no, you're not going to Canopy Lake. It allows me to know that your parents know that you're going to be coming to Canopy Lake from us from 1 to 10. I'll be responsible for you. We check in. We'll arrive back here about 10 o'clock, 10:15-ish. And let your parents know that you're going to be coming. Okay? It's a document. It's an official document, so everyone knows what's going on. Any questions about that? Yes.
Did you say Canopy Lake start from 1 to 10?
Say that again.
Did you say Canopy Lake start from 1 to 10?
That's correct. Yep. We're going to practice in the morning.
10 a.m. or 10 p.m.
We're going to practice in the morning 8 until 12, and then we're going to leave and go from 1 to 10 p.m.
Okay, so tomorrow we're from 8 to 11?
Tomorrow's 8 to 12.
So
Hey, I'm sorry, 8 to 12 lunch, 12 to 1 is lunch, and then 1 to 5 is the rest of the practice. So 8 to 5 total.
Okay.
Excellent. The things that you need to do throughout the week. One is you're going to get fitted for shoes, for marching shoes. We have this box here, and it has all the sizes that we need. So Sammy will get a clipboard with a piece of paper. We'll put your name on it, what size you need. The shoes are $35. The next thing is it can't be signed up. We're going to put a paper on the board, and if you're interested in going, you're going to put your name on the paper. So because when I go to order a bus, I don't know if we need one bus or two buses or no bus. Maybe nobody wants to go. I don't know. So we're going to get and then one of your responsibilities is to get a copy of all music. Make sure you have all the music that we need, and we're also getting fitted for uniforms tomorrow. Okay? Questions? I know this is a lot of information. I know you've been at summer camp and summer this, and your brains are not used to thinking and processing and those kind of things. I realize that. Throughout the week, I'll be reminding you this information. Sure, we have checklists to make sure that you do things. We'll be making sure to check in with you, make sure that you've been doing all the things you're supposed to do. On Thursday, we're going to have a gentleman come in to talk to us about our first fundraiser. And fundraisers are important because how much is it to be in the band? $0. But how do we make sure that we have enough money for buses and competition fees and music and all that stuff? We raise money, okay? The city school budget is less than what is required for us to do things, so we need to raise money. And that's part of what we do. We sell this thing called a gold card. The card isn't really gold, I don't know why it's called gold card. But on the back of the card is different restaurants that you can go to, different places that you can go to get discounts like dry cleaning, get your tires changed. How many people got their tires changed lately? Exactly. Change your oil change, those kind of things. Dry cleaners, pizza, there's a ton of pizza places, Friendlies is on it. I use it every single day, because I go to Dunkin' Donuts. They don't even ask anymore, they just give me a free donut every single day. It's outstanding. Would you like your donut today? Yes, please. So this gold card, it costs $10. From that $10, we receive, or you receive $6. The band, we have to give $4 to the people that set it up. So it's a pretty good thing. We're hoping, and I'm not guaranteeing it, we're hoping that we're going to put a videotape together because next year is the 3rd year. We go to Disney every 3 years. We're hoping to go to Disney this year, and I say that with my fingers crossed, and I say that because Disney, not to put Disney down, but Disney doesn't want small bands to be in Disney. Disney wants the bigger bands. Right now, we're kind of on the smaller side of life, so we need to do a whole lot of recruiting this year and next year for us to go to Disney. The first time we went, the first time we sent in a videotape, we were denied. They said no. The next year, they said no. The 3rd year we put in a tape, they said yes. Our performance was better, and we had better numbers. So I'm hoping that we can, us, all of us, do a great job, which I know we will. And secondly, we need to get more people. If we go out to Disney with 2 snares, a quad, and a bass, not really entertaining, all right? And even for the rest of this week, we need to find some drummers. So if any of you are interested in playing drums, if any of you have friends or neighbors or little brothers or sisters that want to play drums, we need some, all right? Jeff, we're suiting you up this year. You're going to play bass drum. Nice. Okay, so we need to have drummers. So if any of you are interested or any of you have friends, we need to get some more people on the drum set. Okay? All right, any questions so far? Yes? No questions? All right. All right. So we're going to get started. Today's a crazy day. I don't know how it happens, but last year we came here for band camp and they tore up the parking lot because part of the renovation, so we went to Doyle Field. The last couple of years we've been at Doyle Field. This is the first year that we'll have band camp here in 4 years. 3? 4. Yet today's a crazy day. You'll see all the cars in the parking lot and buses. They have a meeting in the auditorium for the buses and drivers, and there's a basketball camp going. So today's kind of crazy. The rest of the week shouldn't be this bad. I would ask you to be very, very careful, please, when you walk between the cars, because people can't see you all the time. So just be careful going down to the field. We're going to practice on that parking lot down there. There's cones there, so there won't be any traffic coming in and out. But we spend the majority of our days down in that parking lot learning drill, learning how to march and learning drill. Something different this year that we haven't done in past years, that we're going to spend a lot of time, even for the pit people, marching. So today, The majority of today's going to be spent marching. We're going to come in here and play for the last couple hours, but we're going to be down in the field for a couple hours as well, learning to march. Even the pit people, how about that? Yeah. All right. All right, so with that in mind, what I'd like to do is pass up those cards. Just pass it to the kid in front of you.
Okay.
He became one with the turf. He is the turf of Leominster.
All right. You'll notice if you look around the room, this is our second year in this room in that we had a new rug put in, new air conditioning, different things. So we're still putting things back together. One of the things you'll notice is that there isn't a paper that says, like, these are the band room rules. We really don't have rules per se because we believe, our philosophy is that we're all nice people. We all do the right thing. We all act in a way that is mature. And so that is the expectation for you. Yes. As you look at the pictures on the wall, we started to document the pictures. The first year we were in the, we did competition, was the one on the left. And then the band got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, bigger, until we had like 85. And then we started to go smaller, smaller, smaller. And then the little tiny picture on the right, that was the picture from last year. I'm not sure why it's a smaller picture. But the physical size depicts the size of the band actually. And that it's getting smaller. And this year, we'll probably have like a little 4x6 picture up there. So again, we need to have more kids. It's a little bit more fun when there are more of us here. Does that make sense to you? And I can't emphasize that enough. We need to recruit. We need to do some more things with the middle school band, which we started to do last year, and get our band to be back up to the size we used to be. How many people are from the middle school, Regina? Middle school. Next year, or sorry, in 2 weeks when we're back at school, you're going to be at Samoset or Scotty, Regina. Regina, if you're in 9th grade, Leominster High School, 9th grade.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. All right. So we need to make sure that that incoming class is always around 20, right? We have 6. Last year we graduated 23 or 24 seniors. So when you have a band and you take away 24 and you only add 6, what does that mean? Yeah. So we need to reverse that trend, and I have some ideas about how to do that. It's just going to be really slow. So it's kind of weird, and you guys at the high school know I do this all the time, and I don't do this to be like a creeper or a Mr. Weirdo, but I'll sit down with you at lunch. Hey, how's it going? And most often you'll be sitting with a kid that's not in band. Hey, how's it going? What's your name? They'll tell me their name. I'll say, what is the next thing I say? What instrument do you play? I say, what do you play? And they're like, right. Now, that's a little weird coming from me, but from you, you could say, hey, I'm doing this thing called band. It's awesome. We can go do this, blah, blah, blah. Football games, get to go to football games for free. It's great. We go to Candy Lake. We're going to Disney next year. Blah, blah, blah. Come on down. Well, I don't play anything. It's okay. Come on down. We'll teach you. We'll do something. All right, so we need your help with that. Okay? Questions? Awesome. What else do we need to do? Let me just tell you the layout of the room, just really quick. Might sound a little silly, but just so you know what it is. We rarely, we study. This door is always locked. When we're in the classroom, this door is always locked. So rarely do you come in there. For band practices, I always unlock it and keep it unlocked. So when you come for band practice, you can come to this door. That's probably 95% of the time. Those doors over there, even though they're unlocked, sometimes they stick, so you really have to yank it if it is unlocked. But those doors during the school day will always be locked after school. This one will be unlocked for practices and those kind of things. Get it? When we go to switch classes, we'll go out through that way, through the hallway. The bathrooms are down there on the right-hand side. They're both unlocked. There's a women's room. You have to go into a little hallway, and then the men's room is right next to the bubbler. For our cabinets, we have clarinets, flutes, trumpets, saxophones on that side. Over here we have the tenor sax and the low brass. Percussion takes up that space right there, as you can see. We have a music library right there. The uniforms, which are going to be fitted starting tomorrow, is it 10 o'clock? So we're going to leave those out. Those are the uniforms that we used from last year. We'll probably start with them and then put the rest in the closet. Working around where Mr. Davis is, that's the electronics closet, and it's kind of a mess right now. I'll tidy that up this week, but we should never really be going in there. There's nothing that we need for that. You see the acoustic guitars here. If you play guitar, feel free to pick it up and play. No issue there. Just be careful when you're tuning them, or if you drop D tune or any of that stuff, that you put it back, because it takes forever. We have amplifiers for the guitars and the bass. We shouldn't be sitting on them ever. All right? When I go to different places and I see kids sitting on things they shouldn't sit on, that drives me crazy. The amplifiers are like $250, $300. A chair is like $60. I would sit on the chair. Drum set. Please stay off the drum set. There's an electronic drum set with a lot of wires and stuff, so if you don't have to go through there, I wouldn't, if you don't have to. We have pianos kicking around. If you play piano, that's fine. The on button is on the left-hand side. Feel free to play. Please make sure you shut it off. All right. We have new computers. As you can see, they still have the stuff around. Please be careful around them. We have some over there as well. So our room is filled with equipment that is expensive, that would be very difficult to replace. So please, again, act like mature students, which I know you are. And I know we goof around at times and throw things. We'll keep that to a minimum. Yes, to the dark cloud. This zone over here is kind of my zone. You're welcome to come on over and ask questions. Don't touch my stuff. Just kidding. All right. We have a printer, so if you forget something, you have homework, and you need to print something out, more than willing to help you with that, or get you going with any of that. I guess that's the way. So I'm looking forward to a great week. I'm going to go do some copying. There's some papers to copy. Sammy Zick is going to take care of getting you started in terms of how to stand, attention, parade rest, moving forward and backward, some of those basic things. Okay. And then I'm going to come down and we're actually going to start to do some more moving. In about an hour or so, then we'll come up and we'll do some playing and maybe go back down and do some more moving around, moving and playing. All right, so the game plan for today is just to get comfortable with what band is. Some of you haven't moved all summer, I'm sure. Raise your hand if you're a workout person. You run or you lift weights. Raise your hand if you haven't done any physical activity all summer. How's your summer reading going? Summer reading. Very good. I know this. How many people have practiced their instrument in the last 2 weeks? What's that? How many people have practiced their instrument? All right, so I'm hoping at the end of the week, and I always say that we have a lot of work to do. Our goal is to perfect the show, or to learn the show, learn the music, learn how to march. We're going to have a parent performance on Saturday, which will be on the schedule. So when you go home and show your parents today, hopefully they can plan to be here on Saturday. Usually at the end of that, we have a little picnic, like a pizza party or something like that, just to mingle, so your parents can mingle with other parents and see the kids and different things. But one of the biggest goals for me, I know, if I'm not having fun, if I don't find some fun in something, then I have to question myself, why am I doing this? And so for this week, I want you to have a ton of fun. I want you to learn, meet new friends, learn the layout of the building. We'll take some field trips around Leominster High School. How many people have never been through Leominster High School? Everybody, okay. So we can and to really get to know and get to enjoy what band is all about.
Please tell me it's a joke. You're going to hand me up this one. Everyone put your arms out! Alright, if you know the song, yes. Sing along, okay? Try spinning around a circle. Get ready, guys. There you go. Bum, 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 bum. I love arm circles. I love arm circles.
Jump right in. I'll do it with you, so you're not afraid. Want to use the big kid stand? All right, now we're talking. See that? There we go. So it sounds like this. Instruments are down. You can practice right now. It's march time. March. Up, 2, 10, and up. Yeah, exactly like that. Nice. There we go. There we go. Everyone's in. So, band, 10, hot. All right. Instruments are down and attention. Big mark time march. There's our tempo. 28. Go.
Mark time. Hot.
Stop. You're yelling that across the football field. Practice. Go.
Alright, ready guys? Alright, ready guys? Attention. Mark time. Hot.
As you go through, each time, try to feel more comfortable on where it goes and what it sounds like. The other thing is that we're going to try to get this to be memorized pretty quick. All right? It's a little repetitive, which isn't bad, but there are some changes. So give it a look tonight, and then tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow, we'd like to play it marching around. But if you can play it memorized, that'd be a bonus. All right? If you can't, no big deal. So let's try to get it memorized. We're definitely going to have it memorized by the first football game. Okay? Here we go. And again, last time, we're going to put them away after this.
Almost done, guys. Almost done, okay? With attention. Mark time.
Stop. Stop moving your feet.
Okay.
Ground. If you have to move your feet, just bend your knees.
Mark time. Heart.
Okay, it needs to go on the other side of you. Because right now, put it to your face. You're playing like to the end zone right now, right? So you gotta go. Exactly. Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Let's put things away. Chairs, stands, instruments, everything put away. Have a seat on the floor. We're gonna pass out papers. My phone, color guy. We'll find the color guy. Come on over, have a seat right here. Have a seat.
They're coming in.
Alright, look at this. See this? This doesn't happen in the low side two bedroom. See that? What is this? Water. Right. It's empty. So where do empty water bottles go? Right? So I'm not your dad, I'm not your mom, I'm not your big brother. Right? Pick up after yourself. Don't be sloppy. If you see something laying around, pick it up. Make sense? This is our home, this is our room, this is where we live. Let's keep it nice. If you take something out, put it away. Chairs and stands always get put away in the right spot, like the chair. The stands right now look bad, so we'll put those away. Instruments get put in the closet. If you'd like to keep them here overnight, if you're going to bring us home to practice, that's fine. All right, any questions? All I got's here? Great. Everything gets put away. Every time we're together, we put things away. If the band room's a mess, we pick it up. All right, so when you leave in about 3 minutes, you're going to come by this table and you're going to pick up stuff. Everything, all the paper is on here. I'll explain what it is. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll explain. One thing about musicians, I don't know a musician that is not punctual. Because if you're not punctual as a musician, you usually get fired from things. Maybe I play weddings, I play the trumpet at people's weddings. Imagine if the wedding's at 10 o'clock and I show up at like 9:58 to play my trumpet. How's that going to work out for me? Probably not good, right? People are already sitting down, the organist is already playing beautiful music. I come on, I got to warm up, I got to put... Not very good. I don't know a musician that is not punctual. Musicians are very conscientious, they're punctual, they're kind, they're sharing all those things, which we are musicians. So, if band practice starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, what time roughly should you be here?
7:45.
45. 15 minutes is generally the time where you... Now, I understand that there's traffic. If you live in the other side of the world, joining Appleseed School, that area over there, traffic is awful, right? Traffic during the summer usually is awful. Worse during the school year, but during the summer, because of all the construction, is awful. So, you should plan accordingly. I know you don't drive. How many people drive here? Exactly. So I know that many of you don't drive. You have to get rides, or mom and dad, or any of that, or your big sister. Like I know Sammy, or your sister is probably going to make you late a lot of the time. I get that. But let's try to get here before practice starts. Let's get warmed up, ready to go. Have all your stuff ready to go. Okay. And we usually leave right away on time. We have 2 minutes before we'll be leaving. We try to do that because I know that your parents' time is valuable, your time is valuable, you have homework to do, you have summer reading to do, you have all that other stuff. You've committed to doing band from 6 to 8. or 8 to 5, or whatever it is, so we're gonna leave on time as much as we can, if I have anything to do with it all the time, all right? On this table here, you're gonna have a couple different things. You're gonna have this, which is the schedule for the day, for the rest of the week, okay? So check that out. You're gonna have this, which is a health form. You're gonna try to get this back as soon as possible. Some of you are gonna be, have other papers stapled to this from your doctor, if it's a physical or any of those kind of things. Just read through it. We need that by Friday, because if you wanna go to Kennedy Lake, I need to have that paper in the booklet. This is kind of this is a permission slip for Kennedy Lake. Your parents are gonna sign that. You're gonna send it in with a check for $35 made out to the Leominster Music Boosters. No checks ever get made out to Barry Hudson. That's my first name, Barry. It's short for Bartholomew. You never get, don't laugh at my name. You never get a check made out to Barry Hudson. Never, ever. Illegal. You always get them made out to Leominster Music Boosters. Do you understand? Say yes.
Yes.
Who do the checks get made out to? Who do they never get made out to?
Barry Hudson.
Yeah, it's not Bay Area, it's not like it's Barry. Say This next one is the directory. Remember, if you want your information, which you probably want at least your number, so when we get a hold of you, in the directory, you're going to fill out this paper and return it to me so we can compile that information. This next one is a kind of a cost thing of what it's going to cost to be in the band. Dry cleaning the uniform. Everyone's going to give $10 because all of the uniforms up there have been dry cleaned. You don't want to put on a uniform that someone just passed in that hasn't been dry cleaned. It's a little smelly, you guys, right? So at the end of the year, we bring those in. $7 for an extra shirt. Everybody's going to be given a free band shirt from the Leominster Music Boosters. Everyone gets a free one. After that, you pay $7. Pair of gloves, $3. Those are extra. Marching shoes, $35. Spirit wear, we'll talk about later. Kennedy Lake, $35. It's the entrance fee into Kennedy Lake, or the admittance for a ticket, and then for the bus as well, okay? And then the last thing is kind of just a heads up about the things you need for band camp and that information. On most things that I pass out, my name and my number, and people say, are you crazy putting your home number or your cell phone? And the answer is no. Because I know band kids are conscientious and polite, and you're only going to call me, or your mom and dad are only going to call me when they need information, because I haven't done a good job relaying information. So if you need something from me, one, I need information, I need to know where we're going, what we need to do, any of that stuff. Or two, it's not something I need help. I'm in help. My mom and dad, they forgot to pick me up. There's this creepy guy right here, give me a call. I'll be there anytime. Okay? We go to Kennedy Lake, something happens, you give me a call on my cell phone. All right? So I want you, and not every teacher's like this, and you should talk to your parents first, but I want you to put my phone number, my cell phone, in your phones. Because if we go out or at a band competition, at a football game, and something weird happens, you give me a call and I'll be right there. Do you understand? 978-340-0091. And also my email's on here, so you can get a hold of me, and I have yours so I can get a hold of you. See how that's going to work? All right, so talk to your parents first, make sure they know. But I want us to communicate. I don't want to have any issues with non-communication. You didn't get the information. All right? Any questions? I'm seeing you tomorrow, 8 to 5. It's a long day. Bring a lunch. We're going to have lunch 12 to 1. On your way out, you should grab these papers, okay? Questions, comments? Nice job. Excellent. Thank you very much. Have a good day.